Hi everybody, Leslie here with the Plaid Poodle. Welcome to my Make It Monday for Monday, April 4th. And I have a really cute little Easter treat box to share with you. I'm going to pull my camera around and get it in focus here. There we go. I'm going to pull it a little forward. There we go. I found these online. A fellow demonstrator, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator named Bridget Seidler. She's from Germany. She's a German demonstrator. Showed these on Facebook, and I just had to give it a shot. They're so cute. And on my blog, if you go to theplaidpoodle.com, I'll put the link down below in the description. I have placed a link to Bridget's the site where she showed how she made these cute little bunny rabbit treat holders. Candy, a little votive candle. I thought it would be sweet to put at each place setting for Easter. It'd also be cute for a baby shower or something like that. So let's get started. You're going to need a piece of 9 by 12 inch designer series paper. And I am going to use my Simply Scored scoring tool because there is a little bit of scoring. Sorry about that. Involved, and when there's a lot of scoring, I like to use my Simply Scored tool as opposed to my paper trimmer. Okay, so on the 9.5 inch side, we are going to score it at 2.5, 3.5, whoops, 4.5, then it's 7, 8, and 9. That's on the 9.5 inch side. Then we're going to rotate it around. Pay attention to your direction, your pattern direction, if your paper has a pattern. I want my pattern to go this way, so this is going to be my bottom of my bag. So I am going to score this on the 12 inch side at 1 3/4, and then it's 6. And that's all the scoring you need to do. Okay, then just fold. The paper I'm using is the Retiring Hand Pinned Designer Series paper by Stampin' Up. I'm using kind of the B side, as they would call it, just to get more of a subtle pattern so that my Easter bunnies you know, it doesn't distract from the what it's supposed to be, because it's kind of a figurative bunny, not a literal bunny. Okay, so what I've done on all those score lines is I've folded them. We could take a bone folder and really burnish them if we wanted to, but I think we'll be okay. Now I'm going to take some tear and tape adhesive. This is double-sided adhesive tape. You can use your favorite adhesive, but make sure you use something that's sturdy, that's going to hold together, because you're going to put things in your little treat bag. I would use this or some multi-purpose liquid glue. Those are my favorite adhesives for this kind of thing. And I'll take off this paper backing. And it should just fold right in half. I want to make sure my top lines up. There's a score line right here, fold line. And we should be able just to fold this right in half and it's gonna adhere right to that sticky strip. There we go. Okay, now you're going to notice all these score lines, and we forgot to trim our tabs at the bottom of our bag, but that's okay. We can do that right now. I am going to, the front and back are 2 1/4. I believe the bag is 2 1/4 inches wide. 2.5 inches wide. So you're going to have 2.5 inch wide front or back. So these side tabs, we should have trimmed these before we glued everything together, but this will work too. I'm just going to cut right there, and then I'm going to go over here and cut. Okay, so these are the side tabs, and then these are your front and back tabs, and that's going to make our little bag. It's going to, our bottom is going to look like this. We're going to just, I like to put the seam. There is a seam where we glued everything together, so I want this to be the back of my bag. So I'm just going to put some multi-purpose liquid glue on this front flap. Going backwards, and you can take a ruler or a bone folder and just kind of make sure that that is all sticking together. Okay, you're going to notice these center score lines. That's what's going to make our little creases on our bag and our ears. But to cut the ears, we want these creases that are normally going to fold in to fold out. And here's our little 6-inch score line. Now we could have done this all before we glued everything together, but this will work. The center of this is 2 1/4 because it's going to be 4.5 inches wide. So I'm going to take a pencil, and right here at 2 1/4, I'm going to make a pencil mark. And then I'm going to draw a line from that little tick mark I just made up to this top corner. We're making like a triangle. It's going to end up being our little bunny ears. And then I'm going to do the same thing over here. Just real simple. So there you've got those marks, and just take some scissors. I'm going to pull out my big guns here. And I'm going to trim on these ears. We're going to end up taking out this center section. There we go. Now I'm going to take a little eraser and get rid of any pencil mark that might be showing. Okay. That didn't come off very good. There we go. I like to use these really soft erasers. There we go. Okay, now we're going to assemble our bag. We're going to take these score lines, y'all. This is driving me nuts. I won't be able to stand having a pencil mark on there. Okay, we're going to take these middle creases, score lines, and instead of going out, we're going to go in. And that's what's going to make our ears. So then we're going to do the same thing over here. Push them in. That's what kind of makes your bag. Just kind of play with it until you get it to do what you want it to do. These are so cute. If you're joining me late or you missed it, I copied this idea from Bridget Seidler. She's a German Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And I will put a link to her, her video down below if you'd like to go over and look at hers. Okay, now we've got this little fella. This little ear kind of bent down, kind of gives a cute little cocked ear. So I'm going to, right here where this meets, I'm going to just fold this down and make a score line right there. I'm having technical difficulties, y'all. And then I'm going to fold this up and bring this back around using this line as my guide and kind of make a little triangle. Sorry, that's kind of blurry. But I'm using this line to line it up. Then I'm going to this is where it gets tricky because we've got these score lines. I'm going to take my bone folder. And we're going to fold it over on itself. See how I used those little score lines that we just made to kind of fold it over on itself. And then there's its little ear sticking out. It's got, and then to tie around the center of the or that 6-inch score line. I'm trying to see which color. Daffodil Delight. I'm going to try and find a Daffodil Delight ribbon to just wrap around that. And I think this one is Daffodil Delight. Yes, it is. It's a ruched ribbon. So remember we have this little score line right here. So I'm going to take a piece of ribbon and just tie a bow. I would fill my, put my treats in there. Everything's sliding on me. There we go. I'm going to take my little tweezers, hold that together. Isn't that cute? we'll just trim the ribbon.